Once upon a time in Bedford Falls, they found a way to deck the halls with joy and peace and love and light to celebrate a magical night. They came together to support a man, giving a love that only community can. It saved his life in amazing ways and gave us a lesson that's so true today. It's a journey that we've taken on as our own, and we're proud of how our community has grown. It's inclusive, compassionate, and everything bright. And we're fighting for them with all of our might. So join us as we celebrate this light for an incredible, star-filled, and amazing night, filled with love and joy and all that we needed, for it's truly a wonderful life indeed. I hope to see you on December 13th for our virtual table read of It's a Wonderful Life. Get your tickets today at teafc.org. teafc.org. Do it. You'll never regret it. That's for sure. Thank you.
I love that, man. Love and light. This is Kameena Star, and you are watching Healing Self-Care. We are here at the beautiful Ed Asner Family Center today, and we are here to have a lovely show to talk about something that I think is really important. Now, healing is in the name of the show. Thus, we are going to talk about healing of self-care for caregivers. Here, we discuss self-care for caregivers, and we discuss healing of those who have special needs children on the spectrum. You can't really talk about healing without talking about one thing. What thing is that? Gratitude. Thanksgiving just came and went, and it's such a weird time that we want to know what we're grateful for, what we have. And I think the gratitude process is something I wanted to talk about this week, because to me, healing is truth, and truth is love. Truth is so many things, but truth is also beginning with gratitude. It's my humble and honest opinion that when you know what you have and what you're grateful for, that is your real truth. And it begins to move you into more love. So our subject for today is the gratitude process, a simple 5-step process to enter into the gratitude process and raise your vibration to love. I think that's so fitting. Love is so fitting, and love is what we need in the world right now. Thanksgiving, like I said, just came and left. So my Thanksgiving, how was it? Let's loosen up. Let's talk about my Thanksgiving. It was one that has been adjusted over the years. I'm used to hanging out with family and friends at a huge table and doing, not that I didn't do that this year, but it was definitely more far away than what I liked. There's social distancing. There's all these things that are going on, and we're still maintaining that hope and that gratitude. But what I'm personally grateful for is to have even seen my family at all. I had so many friends, and we normally host a Friendsgiving at my house that we couldn't do this year as well. We couldn't have any friends and any extra people, but just hanging out with my family. There's 5 other things. I made a list, right? Okay. Everybody's saying bad things in this year, but I've had 5 great things about this year happen to me. And one of them then is having to spend this time in quarantine with my family. It gave me long enough to sit down on my behind and figure out what I was going to do next. My daughter turned 18 this year. I got a book deal. I'm a Hay House Balboa Press author of a book, and I got a show here at the Ed Asner Family Center. And with that, I also developed a whole new family. So what I think is really great for me to do is to probably stop running my mouth so much about why just I'm happy and introduce my family member to see why she's also happy and introduce this process of gratitude. I have asked for someone to be my hands today, and it's none other than Aviva Paskowitz, and she's our art director here. She's going to come on and talk to us a little bit and tell us, we're going to go through the gratitude process with her. So let's talk to Aviva.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Aviva.
Hi, Aviva.
Hi,
Welcome
Kameena.
to the show, Healing Self-Care. You're a lot taller than you normally are, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm even better now that I'm talking with you, girl.
Good. I'm so happy to hear that. I brought you along to be my hands because now people don't know this. Aviva, she and I, we hooked up before the show for her to be my hands for today because she's the art director. So we are going to be talking about the gratitude process and we're going to do a healing. But I would like to ask Aviva, first of all, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, you know what? Honestly, it was one of the best Thanksgivings that I've had in my entire life. I am so thankful for the fact that my brother Max is back in town and we are all back together. So being all united and together is definitely something I'm thankful for this year for sure.
Oh my gosh, is that it? I want to.
No, that's
come
not
on,
it.
give us more.
Just
Give me one more. Okay, so I put together a list of a few things I'm happy for. Just give me a short gratitude list.
Short gratitude list.
Yes. What do you?
I'm trying to practice doing this more, hopefully every day, to try and write to actually get all my words into one place. But obviously to be united again, back together, for obviously our health during this crazy time, for this incredible job that I have being your art director at the Asner Family Center. I have so much fun teaching all of my classes. And I'm thankful for all of my students. Shout out to you guys that come to all of my crafts and art and music classes all throughout the week. And even my virtual students as well.
It's true. And you do have a show. Let me know when your show's on. Why don't you go ahead and let us know that? That's a bonus.
A little promo.
That's a little bonus.
Guys. On Wednesday, I have a music and art class with Judy Langdon. And we have so much fun, 4:30 to 6. Sundays, I host a painting class / seasonal craft class, and that is on Sundays from 11 to 1. And I also have 2 virtual classes on Thursday, a character drawing class, and on Saturdays I have a crafting, it's just arts.
She's going in. She's got all of it.
I got all four. I tried to do it as quickly as possible.
I love it, and I love that you're so active here in the community. I closely consider you one of my family members now because this extended family here at the Ed Asner Family Center has helped me to become grateful for so many things in so many ways. And so I ask you to help me with today's topic. If you are just tuning in, my name is Kameena Star, and this is Healing Self-Care. Today's topic is the gratitude process. We are going to move from gratitude into raising our vibration to love. And Aviva Paskowitz is going to help me demonstrate the gratitude process. So now that we've introduced her, why don't we get right into it? So I'm going to walk you through it. As Aviva is doing this, as I'm doing this, would you please join me here? This show would be nothing if I didn't have you all here to help support me, but to support you in healing. So what we're going to do is set up a short, I guess we could call this what Aviva, like an activity, or what would you call it? Activity. We'll call it an activity. It's a gratitude process activity.
All right, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to take it slow. Why don't we go ahead and we're going to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth. And we've done this on this show before. We want to do it one more time. In through your nose, out through your mouth. I do it with my eyes closed because I can't really do it without doing it, showing gratitude. But one more time, I'm going to go in through my nose, out through my mouth. And what that's doing is just clearing my thoughts of anything that I might have been thinking before this show. I've been having such a hard time, even with anxiety, getting to be here and talking to you all, social anxiety and everything, that today I'm going to remember through those 3 breaths what I'm happy for, what I show gratitude for, and I want to hold space. So number 1, we're going to hold space to show gratitude by calming our thoughts, and then we're going to connect to our higher powers. So now just open your hands. And I want you to say a sort of prayer that is connecting. And if you don't pray, and this is something that is and not in your wheelhouse, what you can do is just send that up to the one, spirit. You don't have to call it God. It doesn't have to be religious context, but send that from your heart space. Use your heart space, seeing the love expand inside your heart, and send it up. I use my angels. In integrated energy therapy, it is IET. That's the healing modality that I use. We use angelic angels, and I want to just ask them to guide, direct, surround, and protect me so that I have the intention to save space for gratitude today. Does that make sense? Great. So Aviva, just breathe in and out, and I want you to use your angelic heart link to ask your higher powers to guide and direct you. Just take 1 minute to see how that feels. How you feel, Aviva? Good so far?
I feel incredible. Yeah.
Super easy. Super easy. We're going to take it up on step 2. And in step 2, we're going to start our human heart link. Now that we've received the love of our higher selves, of our angels, of our true oneness, of God, we are going to send that human heart link out to people, right? Who are you grateful for? Right now, think about one person that you're grateful for. And I want you to hold them in your heart. If this is a mother, a brother, a cousin, Aviva spoke about her brother coming for Thanksgiving, but what if he wasn't here? She would miss him. She would have that gratitude in her heart to send that to him. And so I want her to hold someone. I want you to hold someone who's very dear and special to you that you can't see right now, that you can't touch or love on. Send them gratitude in the form of bless you. Thank you. I love you. And just breathe through that. I see my mom. She absolutely supports me every week on this show. Hi, Beverly Dawkins. I'm sending you gratitude in my heart space as a thank you and I love you to my mom, because even if she's not here, I can show her gratitude. That's our human heart link. And now we're going to go to number 3. You're doing a great job, Aviva. Are you breathing?
I'm breathing.
Did you feel good about that human heart link?
Oh, yeah.
It feels like you want to give somebody a hug, but whoever that person is that you want to give a hug, it might not be enough, right? Not just that one person. You miss a lot of people. So why don't we do number 3? We're going to send a human heart link to a group of people. We're going to expand that heart link even from what we have from our angels and our oneness, and even from what we had for just that one person, which that one person for me was my mom. I'm now going to expand my heart link to people. And here I'm going to send a gratitude, blessings of thank you and I love you out to the Ed Asner Family Center here. How about that? Aviva, have you picked some people that you want to send out your?
I've got them. They're ready to go.
You got them in your mind. And you don't have to, this doesn't have to be a practice that you say out loud or anything, but unless you'd like to. Okay, so we're going to send that out. And this time I want you to repeat this process 4 times. So in addition to the first person that you sent, love and light and bless you and thank you and gratitude, choose 4 additional people and send that human heart link out to a group. Ready? Begin. I'm sending this out to everyone here at the Ed Asner Family Center because I really enjoy seeing happy, smiling faces, even if they're behind masks. I know smiling eyes. I know people are reaching out for me and wanting to give me a hug. I know that they're doing the best that they can for families who need it, who need mental health support here at the center. So I'm sending out my heart link to them. Let's check in with our model, Aviva. Now you're my model for today. How do you feel steps 1 through 4 so far?
I feel like 1 out of 10. I feel like solid 8. Room for improvement. I feel relaxed. I feel really good. But I know we've got lots of time left to step it up.
So now when you say room for improvement, what do you mean by that?
Like room to learn more about what you're teaching us today.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
Obviously there's so many people in my life. It's hard for me to like think of everyone all in one sitting, but hopefully my subconscious is checking all of those people.
I think that's a really great way to say it too, because our subconscious is going to take over. And before we get to step number 5, I think that's a really great point. What we're doing is we're expanding our heart centers so that we're vibrating in nothing but joy and happiness. And as we send out that, I love you, bless you, thank you. Through this gratitude process, we're seeing ourselves brighten up and be happy and expand. Would you agree? You feel like, oh, I really, this is something that can expand myself. So I know that many people say, oh, gratitude and what, it's just a cliche, but as you're sending this out to others, you're getting it yourself. True?
Oh, yes, definitely. I definitely feel that way.
Which it lasts your whole life if you continue to do this. So let's get to step number 5. And step number 5 is our last portion in the gratitude process. And then we're going to recap the step. But number 5 is grounding. After we've gotten all of these things together with what we're happy for, we've made a list in which we should make longer lists, right? We should have picked 10 or 20 things, but we're going to ground that process. Now, here we have a saying week after week that I've been saying, which is save hugs. So I want to interject before level 5, before step 5 to say, I have chose my grounding activity to be a self-hug. Now, what do you think about that, Aviva? You can do that, right?
Yeah, I love to love myself. I'm excited.
I love to love myself. That can mean many different things, but I assure you that all of us need a self-hug right now, and we all need to enjoy and love ourselves. So since we can't do it now, there's 2 different ways you can do it. You can do your knees if you're not able to reach your shoulders. So what we're going to do, if you're going to do your knees, you would do a right hand over your left knee, left hand over your right knee. You can't see it under the table. Oh, you can see Aviva's, and that's why she's the model and I'm not. And you're going to just squeeze, just press your knees down. But you got to press down like you're trying to ground yourself and the bottoms of your feet into the earth. Okay. So when you're squeezing down. It's like a down hug. This is grounding all of the love, the joy, the blessings, and everything that you had from your heart center to be able to ground into love. And of course, the person who loves to love herself, me and Aviva, Aviva mostly, we get to do a self-hug. So we're going to have our left hand over our right shoulder. Let's see, I can do it here. Right hand over our left shoulder. Looks familiar, huh? Looks when somebody else do it. And you want to just squeeze. I know it sounds so crazy, but hugs are so important. We're not getting them. And though we're not able to vibe off of each other's energy into that love. And so see this hug as you hugging a grandmother that you can't touch, a child that you don't see right now, anyone in quarantine that you want to give a hug that you miss, your friends and family as we're going into this next stage, and yourself. Love on yourself. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself love. Care for yourself during this time, especially if you are the mother or a person who is supporting yourself, even on the spectrum. So if you're an individual, if you're a mother, if you're a grandparent, if you're a caregiver to someone with special needs, it is time for you to love on yourself a little more. I want to see everyone out there giving themselves heart hugs and grounding those heart links of gratitude. Oh my gosh, we hugged for so long. If there was somebody here, if I could actually touch Aviva, I would probably be hugging her for like ever right now. But that is the grounding process of our gratitude process. We are going to hug ourselves. So let us go ahead and recap the 5 steps. Aviva, you want to help me recap the 5 steps? Number 1 was hold space for healing, right? Okay. Yep. She opened her hands. We held space for healing. We cleared our breaths. We did 3 clear breaths. And then we sat and thought about just being grateful. We held space to just be grateful for what we have. I spoke about me being grateful about Thanksgiving and getting to see my brother. Shout out to my brother. Well, both of my brothers were there, and Aviva said she was happy for her brother who came down and everything. So that was step number 1. And then number 2, we held a human heartling process where we gave out loves and blessings to more people, 4 people. Did you choose 4 people, Aviva?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Yep.
Okay. All right. She chose 4 people and we did that twice. We sent them from our heart, just through our intention. Thank yous, bless yous, I love yous. And we did that to 5 people. We started a human heart link process. And number 3, we brought up, that was the human heart link was process 2. Number 3 was the group. So we covered both there, my mistake, but we covered everyone. We covered ourselves, our family, our tribe. We covered our tribe in number 3. And number 4, we let that heart link and that feeling ruminate so that our heart would be expanded to nothing but pure love and joy as we raise our vibration to that feeling through the gratitude process. And we let our heart center expand. Then we did our grounding process. Show us the grounding process, Aviva. On your knees. It's a quiz. It was a quick quiz. Did you get it? She got it.
I know the other one.
She knows the other one.
My head, so I get them kind of mixed up a little.
Show us another way. Oh, that is an excellent way. And we've used that on before, the grounding tip on the head. You can ground yourself then. And what's the one when you really, really love yourself, Aviva? Show us that one. Oh, my hands came through again. Look at I love this show. And on this show, we have so much fun. Tune in each week, Tuesday at 3:30, following Aviva's shows and everything else is great too. Wait, Aviva, before I pump my show, I want you to tell them one last time, when is your show?
Wednesday.
No, I caught you off guard there. Just pump your show one more time, Aviva.
Thursdays for my character drawing class is at 3:00. Saturdays, I have a show that airs at 12, my crafting class.
Perfect. Perfect. And thank you for being my hands today.
Of
I'd like to
course.
say thank you to everyone for watching. A quick shout out to Nina Paskowitz. Hi, Kameena. So awesome. Love and light. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you so much, Nina Paskowitz. We love you here at this show. She says, I love you, Aviva. Oh my God, Aviva, you've got a shout out there. Nina says she started crying, giving herself a hug, and it's so moving. And listen, I want Nina to give yourself an extra hug from me because you are a super awesome woman. She talks about love and light all the time and holistic products, and she doesn't know how much I love her. Aviva, I'm giving you a hug right now, and I'm grounding that in. Aviva, I said Aviva. Nina, and Nina, I'm giving you a hug, and Aviva is helping me. Okay.
Group hug.
It's a group hug. I want to also remind you all that we are going to have amazing. Speaking about gratitude, we are going to have the most amazing event happening here at the Ed Asner Family Center on December 13th, but it's going to be virtual. We are going to have a virtual table read of It's a Wonderful Life, hosted by Tom Bergeron. And we have, who's our star? The Aviva, she's still here. So we'll give her a letter in the show with me to say that we're going to have a wonderful Pete Davidson is the name that I'm thinking of. We're going to have Pete Davidson, Tom Bergeron, and so many other names that I could sit here and drop for this December 13th thing. You should get a ticket. Log on to teafc.org and get your ticket for the table reading of It's a Wonderful Life. Let's show gratitude in our lives. Let's show gratitude for others. And let's show gratitude by buying a ticket for It's a Wonderful Life to help everyone here at the Ed Asner Family Center take care of our mental health here and give to families in need. It's Giving Tuesday. We've hugged ourselves and there's so many things going on here. Most of all, I want you to love yourself and shine on.
One of the things I'm most proud of is our mental health department, where we provide low-cost counseling to special needs individuals and their families. During times like this is something that everyone can use.